Hello folks, Professor Musitz here. I've put together this short video on opportunity recognition to sort of help set up this week's material. So I'd like you to kind of watch this before you watch the other videos because I think it'll provide some background and context for the other videos that you'll be watching, and then I also think it'll give you some assistance with your assignment. So what is opportunity recognition? Well, in its broadest sense, opportunity recognition is a result of the integration of some observations, could be field observations, and some data. So if you think about a lot of business ideas and business concepts, they don't happen by somebody sitting around and thinking about a good idea. They actually happen because someone goes out and makes some observations and identifies a need. And then they go kind of validate those observations and that perceived need by bringing together some data. And I think this is really evident in a couple of the videos, and in particular in the IDEO video. Because what IDEO has really done is they have developed a process for doing this. So sort of a script. Here's what you do. You put together a group of diverse people, and by diverse meaning different backgrounds, different life experiences, and then you present a potential problem to them. Now maybe in their case, their IDEO's customers bring their problems to them and say, hey, I need a better toothbrush, I need a better shopping cart. But sometimes that need that you identify is, gosh, I need a better way of getting around town because taxi cabs don't really work. I don't like staying in hotels, they're expensive, there's got to be a better way to do this. Or I don't use my apartment in New York City all that much. Wouldn't it be great if I could sort of sublet it, but on a per night basis? So those are concepts, but then you got to go make some observations. So sometimes they're from observations, and if you looked at IDEO, they went out into the grocery store and they made observations, and from that they got their ideas for their products. Now, the other thing they interestingly did is they went and gathered a bunch of data. If you remember, when they all got together after, they not only talked about what their observations were, but they also talked about the injuries that happened with shopping carts, the cost, and a bunch of other things. And those were data that they were able to discover doing your basic fundamental research. So the main point I want to leave you with here is that opportunity recognition is the integration of observations, and sometimes these observations are really an observation of your own need that you think there's something needed, but then you need to support it with data, because if you're the only person who says, geez, I wish there was a better way to rent out my single room, that may not make for a very big business. So you got to go and gather some additional data and some additional evidence to support your hypothesis, and the hypothesis really comes from the observations. So hopefully that helps set things up for this week's sessions, and I hope you enjoy the videos. They are quite good. Some of them are a little bit on the long side, but that's okay. They're really valuable, and what we're talking about here this week is really the foundation for the course. So it's really important that you observe these. It's important that you take your time, and I would also suggest that there will be moments later on in the course where you're going to want to refer back to these videos because they really are solid and good. So with that, thank you, and hope you have a good week and enjoy the videos.